I was talking in a video about how we don't see any other type of undocumented immigrant other than Latinos being rounded up in these ICE deportation raids. We're not seeing Polish undocumented immigrants, of which there are tens of thousands. We're not seeing German undocumented immigrants. We're not seeing Scottish undocumented immigrants. We're not seeing French undocumented immigrants rounded up. We're just seeing Latino immigrants rounded up. Hell, we're not even seeing these raids take place in red states at this point in time, right? Utah is like the only one. They're not raiding any places in Texas yet, but not as of yet they are. They're not raiding any places in Florida. They're all in blue states, right? And they're not raiding places that we know there are undocumented immigrants, like Trump properties. It's well documented that there are undocumented immigrants at Trump properties. Haven't seen one ICE detention raid or one ICE raid at those places. We know that there have been documentaries made in the Dakotas about dairy farmers who rely on undocumented workers. Not one raid in the Dakotas, right? But we were talking specifically about other undocumented immigrants from European nations, from Canada, places like that. And in comes this person. I'm sorry, I don't remember hearing of the Canadian gangs and Polish cartels bringing in illegal drugs or killing innocent people, or even selling children. My retort to that would be, I'm sorry, I don't recall Donald Trump saying that we were going to round up undocumented immigrants only if they committed a crime in this country. We were going after undocumented immigrants, right? It was all about their immigration status, their legal status for being here in this country, not whether or not they committed a crime in this country, right? And if you come to me and say, well, by being in this country, they've committed a crime. So have the Canadians and the Polish. At the end of the day, what you're doing is you're moving the goalpost, right? You're moving the goalpost, if I can be quite blunt, to hide your fucking racism. To hide the fact that you support the mass deportation of brown people, but when it comes to white people who have committed the same crime of being here illegally, who cares? We don't need to round up the undocumented Canadians or Polish or German or anybody else that's here undocumented, right? Hell, not even undocumented Asian people, just the brown people. My guy, you can try to justify your racism in a whole lot of circles in this country, and you're going to get people who are going to be sympathetic to you because they share in your racism. This page isn't one of them. Understood?